So we have one of the recycled glass containers. And tell me what you do.
We put rock in the bottom for drainage. It's very important that you put something so that if you would by any chance overwater, you have a place for your water to sit down in there and not be on the roots, and they would be very unhappy.
So how much do you know how to add?
Well, it should be at least a good inch in the bottom. And then we add soil.
Okay.
And this is a good potting soil mixture. It is kind of light and holds moisture nicely. And it's always the trick when you are with your terrarium, you don't want your soil to be too wet because you don't want it to end up being overwatered in the roots. And we just like to kind of create.
So now you're landscaping.
Yes, we are. We're creating a mountain.
Okay.
And the bark helps hold your mountain back there.
Now I grabbed the big piece because we talked
Where
about
it
the
comes
big
from.
piece. Look
Exactly.
at that. And so we used to get a big pallet of just this all stacked on there.
Huge bale.
And it's cut off the tree and it grows in a circular fashion. And then this is what they make corks out of for wine bottles.
It is.
Yeah.
It just gives us a nice little cliff going on in there.
That's so cool too, because now you've got all that area there with all that soil inside it that's behind that little wall. So it's like a retaining wall.
It is. It is very much like a retaining wall.
Okay.
And then we go to put our plants in. Now some of these plants, honestly, I don't know what that one is. It looks like it's almost like a huckleberry or something like that.
You know what?
This is a podocarpus.
When I was a little kid, you used to call a plant a thio, and if I don't know what it is, I always say, oh, it's a thio.
It's a thio. There you go. It is. Pink splash is always fun to give it a little bit of color going on too.
Yeah.
And this is when you start getting a little tricky, when your hand is kind of in the way of what's all going on here. People tell me that you should be wearing gloves and you shouldn't be wearing your rings, but I think that's what hands are for. Grandpa Green always said
Not pretty hands.
that a green thumb is nothing more than the reflection of dirt underneath your fingernails. So we're not supposed to wear gloves. We're just not. It's just because there's so much
like
feel
that.
about it. It is.